and change your life with me, Reverend Lee. Today, I want to look at something because a lot of people are struggling out there. And I want to say this: you matter. You matter a whole bunch. And why? Because in the universe, you were created unique. There's never been anyone like you. There never will be anyone else like you. You complete the puzzle. And all you have to do is to be you. All you have to do is to be you, accept you as you are, and continue to expand and grow in your uniqueness. You see, you're a unique puzzle piece, but the puzzle keeps getting bigger, bigger, bigger. And as you expand, you continue to fill the puzzle, the piece that you are, that unique piece. So in an ever-expanding universe, it's only natural that you are ever expanding. And you matter because you interact with more pieces of the puzzle than you can even imagine. You are stimulating growth in all areas of the cosmos. Every word, every thought, every action, every feeling you have, you are stimulating growth, advancement. Remember, everything that happens has one purpose, and that is to make us more aware. Make us more aware of what? Make us more aware that we're not this body, we're not this mind, but rather we are an infinite expression of the universe. And so, if you understand you are an infinite expression of the universe, why would you play small and pretend that you don't matter unless you didn't know it? I'm here to tell you, you matter. You matter a whole bunch. I'm here to tell you that you're not alone on this journey. The whole universe is on this journey with you. Because I know sometimes it feels like we're so alone. We're so alone that we can't, it's hard to even continue on. In reality, though, we're never alone. It's just a lack of awareness. A lack of awareness makes us have this feeling of loneliness. But when you tap in, especially in meditation, when you tap in and you're in that infinite field, you're in the quantum field, you're in the field of infinite possibilities, you're in the field of connection into oneness. Loneliness or feeling alone do not exist. It's there that you know you are worthy. And here's the key thing: you don't have to do anything to be worthy. So many people say, well, look at the accomplishments that person has. Look at that. It doesn't matter the accomplishments. It matters who you are and who you are becoming. See, people can accomplish a lot of great things, but they may be doing it out of a complete lack of awareness. Is that accomplishing anything? And then what is an accomplishment? Who determines what's an accomplishment? Oh, I raised $1 million today. Well, that's great. Were you loving? Were you kind? Were you connected? Were you tapped into infinite? You can do all this doing this stuff and be emptier and emptier and emptier. Well, Becca Johnson, thank you for that. She's on for the first time in a while because she works. A lot of people work. Well, guess what, Becca? I'm working right now. This is my job. I chose this job to be with you. I'm okay to be alone too. In fact, I like the balance. I like the balance of being with myself, and I like the balance of being with others. And I think it's a matter of how do I find that balance for me? That's a really good question. Because in my life, the outward appearances, I'm an extreme extrovert. And that used to be the case. However, because I've consciously chosen my deep meditation practice, I've become an ambivert. An ambivert is one with balance, extrovert and introvert. I love Lee time, and I love time with we. There's a pronoun for you. I love the we pronoun. We can do this together. We can get rid of loneliness. We can wish Becca a happy birthday today because it's her birthday. So just send her love, send her energy. You may not know her. Doesn't matter. You're one with her. Chris says, finding balance in life involves prioritizing what truly matters to you and making intentional choices to allocate time and energy according. Agree 100%, Chris. Here's the thing that I find, and I talk about this all the time when I teach. And I talk about the fact that when I teach 5 areas of life: spirituality, money, wealth, career, relationships, and health. 5 areas. I also believe in the Pareto principle. That principle is very simply 20% effort gets 80% result. So I'll give 20% all the effort I got. And then after 20% effort, really giving 20% effort, not half-ass 20% effort, I have to make a decision. Do I want to give more effort to that? Because if I do, it's a law of diminishing returns. I'm not getting back as much as amount of energy I have to invest. Does that make sense? So with that 80-20 rule and understanding that there's 5 areas of life and balancing them, I schedule things that I know I'll forget, or I'll get caught up in the busyness. I put it on my calendar. I put my spiritual practices on my calendar. I put my working out on my calendar. I put my social time on my calendar. Because guess what? My career will fill up everything else. And so I've got to be really cognizant of the fact that I want a balanced life, because when I'm in balance, man, my world is good. It's when I get really out of balance that my world, you tumble down, don't you? You all know what I'm talking about. Probably a bunch of you out there right now are thinking, how do I get into balance? How do I get into balance? The first thing I'll say to you is stop and meditate. Meditate. That's the number one thing that you can do, because you slow down that mind, that ego that's just chit chat all over the place. It'll take you in the craziest directions. It'll distract you. 2 nights in a row, I woke up. This time I woke up at 2:30 because I have a 11-and-a-half-year-old yellow lab, and she's blind. And for whatever reason, at 2:30, she had to go out. And so I got up, let her out. She stood out for a while. Then she came in, had to let her out again, stood in, had to let her out again. You know what I did in between? I did my mantra. I did the Bala mantra. I'm Kleem Sao, Sao Kleem I'm. Moving energy. I'm Kleem Sao, all the way down, Sao Kleem I'm. Moving it back up. So while I'm waiting, instead of getting frustrated that I'm up in the middle of the night and I really would like to sleep, I turn to spiritual practice. You see, we adapt when we know who we are, and we bring in those things that are a priority. So instead of looking and getting on Facebook, Instagram, or other social media, I took the time to tap into spirit. Nature is in place of balance. Nature's always in balance. Do you notice that? Nature is always in balance. There's life and there's death. There's light and there's dark. There's harvest, there's planting. It's always in balance. There's dryness and rain. There's sun, there's cloud. If you ever think you're going to get into a life that's one-dimensional, one-sided, man, you're setting yourself up for a lot of disappointment. Guess what? You're never going to meet a person that you're going to like every single thing about them, ever. But if you can see them in balance, now you're seeing them with love. I can't think of a better way to conclude this talk today is to know that whatever you're looking at, see it in balance. Be the observer. See all sides. Now you're the divine, because that's all the divine sees is balance. Be you, because you can't be anything else. Be connected, because that's all you can ever be. Be love, because it's what you desire. Have a great day, everyone. Aloha.